Hi, welcome to Everbox Guitar Tuition. So my classic album inspection today is Sweet's 1974 album Desolation Boulevard, released 30th of November 1974. It's 50 years old today. This album's and the band are a big influence on hair metal, glammy hard rock. And this album's particularly popular. Actually went gold in America for 500,000 sales. So I'll look at the British release. The US release isn't until 1975. We'll talk a bit about those. But side one original release opens with the 16s, which is a Mike Chapman, Nicky Chin competition, which is one of the great Sweet tracks with fantastic harmonies on the chorus and fantastic production. Really good. Then track 2, Solid Gold Brass, 5 minutes 33, quite a long track. This has kind of got that classic kind of dum 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 stomping kind of riff that they really started to develop on the previous album, Sweet Fanny Adams. Really good track. Then track 3's another Chin and Chapman track, is Turn It Down. This has got a great rhythm guitar sound. It might be a bold statement, but I think the rhythm guitar sound that opens this is right up there with like top rhythm guitar sounds of that era. Really brassy, really bright and sheeny, but quite fat. Again, it's Chin and Chapman, not a typical sort of Chin and Chapman track. You know, you could sense that maybe the band wrote this. Really good. This was a hit. Then you got Medusa. Andy Scott sings this, I believe. This has got really good harmonies on the chorus. I like this track, 4 minutes 45. And then Lady Starlight, finishing side one, Andy Scott composition. Again, another really good track. So side one's really good mix of Chin and Chapman and the band's compositions. I've got to say, I think it really tailed off on side two. And that's one of the reasons why it's probably apart from like Funny How Sweet Cocoa Could Be, that run of the first 5-6 albums, probably like my least favourite. Well, obviously second least favourite or third least favourite. It's better than Level Headed. So you got the Man with the Golden Arm. Now this was like a live thing they did where Mick Tucker does his drum solo. It's 8 minutes 27. This is from the Elmer Bernstein piece, which I'm guessing is used for the Frank Sinatra film Man with the Golden Arm, where he plays, I think he's a jazz trumpeter, and he has a heroin addiction. It's one of the first Hollywood films to look at heroin addiction. I think Otto Preminger directed it. It's the only film that Sinatra got a Best Actor Oscar nomination for. He won the Best Supporting Actor. Anyway, bit of film fact there. But I don't want to listen to a drum solo on an album. It's got a real brass arrangement. It's just, I don't know why they put it on. Why not just, put a couple more tracks on, a couple of Sweet compositions. Then you got Fox on the Run. Now normally it'd be like Fox on the Run, not this version. So this is like a kind of guitar-based version. It's obviously the first run at the track. It's not produced to any way near the standard of the classic single. So it's weird listening to it. You can hear potential in the track, but once you've heard, the one with the keyboards and the big harmonies, it doesn't cut it for me. Then you got Breakdown, which is an okay track. I think I'm not sure this was a B-side or something. Then they do a cover of My Generation, which a perfectly good cover, but doesn't add anything to it. And again, I'm sure the band would have had some extra tracks. There's been various reissues. You've got the 1997 reissue, which are Burning and Rock and Roll Disgrace, which are both great tracks. A 99 reissue had I Want to Be Committed and Teenage Rampage, but the one I've got is the bonus tracks of the 2005 reissue, and this has got the most on. You got Teenage Rampage, which is mega. Own Up, Take a Look at Yourself, B-side of Teenage Rampage, which is a really good Sweet track. Burn on Flame, which is B-side of 16s, great track. Someone Else Will, for me, maybe their best ever B-side. Proper naughty lyrics, but brilliant track. You got Home Demo Medusa, don't need that. Burn on Flame, don't need that. But quite interesting, they're just home demos without the drums, but you can actually hear, the songs really taking shape. I Want to Be Committed, which is okay, good. And then you got the 7-inch version of Fox on the Run. Interesting enough, that's 3 minutes 24, so it's a lot shorter than the album version. Obviously, Fox on the Run is just a stellar track, And then as Misdemeanor, I think it's an instrumental for the box Fox on the Run. So if you get the bonus edition, you've got, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 really corking tracks there. The Capital release, which was released in July in the United States, this has got Ballroom Blitz, adds Ballroom Blitz, obviously another mega track. The 16s, No You Don't, AC/DC, so they're off Sweet Fanny Adams, I Want to Be Committed, and you've got Sweet FA, Fox Run, Set Me Free, Into the Night, Solid Gold Brass, so it's kind of, it's amalgamating with the Sweet Fanny Adams album. But it was a big success, this album. Australia made number 13, Canada number 5, Finland 9, Germany 9, New Zealand 17, Norwegian 17, Swedish albums number 2, Billboard number 25, like I said, gold in America. It was number 9 in a year in charts in Germany. So commercially this was a peak for the Sweet, but it was in that transitionary stage. They're not kind of wearing the glammy gear on the front cover. The US version actually has them photographed in front of near the Viper Room, which is, of course, before it was the Viper Room on Sunset Boulevard. What would I mark out of 10? I mean, you know, the UK release, I would give it a 6. I've got to be honest. But I think the American version is better, but it's, you know, obviously we're going to listen to Sweet Fanny Adams. But check it out anyway. It's still got some great tracks. Yeah, remember, share and subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. Cheers, thanks very much.